General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jens is revealed to be the one behind the arson of Sonny's apartment, an event that shocked Port Charles and led to the tragic death of Michael. The fire not only destroyed Sonny's past but also claimed the life of his son, throwing the family into chaos. However, Jens' true motive goes beyond causing grief. This is a calculated move aimed at breaking down the power structure Sonny has built over the years. The incident not only exposes Jens' ambition but also opens the door to a series of new problems. With Sonny's family thrown into a vulnerable position, Jens takes advantage of the situation to solidify his position in the underworld. What's even more terrifying is how far Jens is willing to go, disregarding consequences, lives, and the destruction he has caused. Meanwhile, Christina faces immense pressure as she takes on the family responsibility, especially if she becomes the one Sonny entrusts with control. Carly, who has always fought to protect her family, is faced with painful choices and must figure out how to fight against the new enemy, while Willow and others are caught up in a spiral of grief and instability. The story of Michael's death and the fire is not just a tragedy but a sign of an escalating power struggle in Port Charles. Jens, from the shadows, has pushed things past their limits, putting relationships, loyalty, and safety all at risk. Port Charles now faces a new dark era, where major shifts will determine the future of everyone. Cyrus is becoming the focal point of criticism as he is blamed for the recent chaotic events in Port Charles. But a new story is slowly unfolding, revealing that things may not be as simple as they seem. All the initial clues point to Cyrus, but behind the chaos, Sidwell seems to be manipulating a larger plan. A complex story that could turn everything upside down. Sidwell is not just an observer from the sidelines. He appears to have deeply involved himself in the criminal network in Port Charles and is using the chaos to form a new criminal alliance, with Cyrus as the central figure. For Cyrus, this is not just a direct threat to his position in the underworld, but a nightmare as he risks being trapped in a scheme he has no control over. The alliance Sidwell is covertly building has the potential to shake the entire power structure in Port Charles. Cyrus, who is always wise and calculating, now faces an enemy with long-term vision and who is not afraid to use any means to achieve his goals. Cyrus's unease gradually turns into genuine fear when he realizes that Sidwell is not only manipulating current events but also trying to force him into a corner, making him cooperate or be destroyed. This story not only increases the tension in Port Charles but also places all the characters in a fragile balance, where each move could lead to an explosion. If Sidwell succeeds, this criminal alliance will not only disrupt the underworld but also directly affect everyone involved, including Sonny's family and those trying to maintain the stability of the city. Port Charles is no longer just a battlefield for power, but a place where dark plans and intricate schemes are intertwined, creating a stormy period. The question is whether Cyrus can turn the tide or will he become the next victim in this risky power game? Cyrus is unexpectedly given a covert and dangerous mission from Sidwell, who is increasingly asserting his position in the underworld of Port Charles. Although there is still tension between Cyrus and Sidwell, this time, both seem to be on the same side. The mission Sidwell assigns is not just a test of power but also implies a specific target, Sonny. Given the current situation, Sonny is the focal point of both instability and power ambitions in the city. This story becomes even crazier as the pressure on Sonny also intensifies. While Sonny still maintains a strong influence, he is facing many challenges from new forces. Recent physical and emotional wounds have shaken Sonny's position, creating the perfect opportunity for Cyrus and Sidwell to exploit the situation and execute a larger plan. Both are not only targeting Sonny as a foe to defeat but also as a symbol of power that must be overthrown to solidify their criminal alliance. However, this plan is not simple. Sidwell's pressure on Cyrus is increasing, pushing both into a situation where they must act quickly but also dangerously. Cyrus, although an experienced strategist, is wary of what Sidwell is truly hiding in this plan. He realizes that targeting Sonny is not just a direct attack, but could also be a double-edged sword where any mistake leads to total collapse. Meanwhile, Sonny is not an easy target. Despite being in a weaker position, Sonny remains a veteran player, with a loyal network and the ability to turn the tide in the most difficult moments. The confrontation between Sonny and the criminal alliance of Cyrus and Sidwell is not just a power struggle but also a test of loyalty, intellect, and survival in the criminal world. Cyrus is confirmed to die in a tense confrontation with Sonny, an event that shocks Port Charles and takes the story to a new dramatic turn. Cyrus's death not only marks the end of a cunning character but also opens up deep psychological effects and large shifts in the power balance in the city. While everyone is still shocked by Cyrus's departure, Sidwell seems to be quietly seizing this opportunity to reshape his position, preparing to step into the role of the new boss in the underworld. Cyrus's death raises many questions about the consequences and what comes next. For Sidwell, this is not just an opportunity to consolidate power but also the perfect time to manipulate relationships and reorder things in Port Charles. Sidwell does not hide his ambition, and Cyrus's death only strengthens his resolve to take the dominant position, filling the void left by Cyrus. However, the story does not stop there. Sidwell's presence in his new role will not only bring power but also come with a host of complications. Sonny, who has just faced and defeated Cyrus, now faces a new enemy, intelligent and no less ruthless. Sidwell is not like Cyrus, he acts not only with strength but with intricate, strategic plans. Meanwhile, Cyrus's death leaves behind a complicated legacy. Those who once worked with him, unresolved schemes, and secrets yet to be revealed now become burdens Sidwell may either exploit or have to deal with. Sidwell understands that gaining power is not just a victory but comes with its own set of significant challenges. Sidwell is secretly plotting a ruthless plan to destroy both Sonny and Cyrus, an ambitious move but also a dangerous one, putting Port Charles on the brink of a potential disaster. For Sidwell, this is not just an opportunity to eliminate the two biggest rivals in the underworld but also a move to assert his absolute power in the city's criminal system. However, this plot does not only threaten Sonny and Cyrus's lives but also sets the stage for a dark, chaotic storyline. Sidwell knows full well that both Sonny and Cyrus are seasoned players, not easily subdued. Therefore, Sidwell's plan is not just based on brute force but is meticulously calculated, with each move designed to create instability and lure both men into a trap. Sidwell exploits every weakness of Sonny and Cyrus, from the loyalty of those around them to internal conflicts, to pave the way for the ultimate goal, completely eliminating both of them. However, this scheme carries risks far beyond Sidwell's control. As the threat from Sidwell becomes clearer, Sonny and Cyrus may be forced to confront each other directly or temporarily form an alliance to protect themselves. Either way, the tension will escalate, pulling Port Charles into a battle that goes beyond the underworld and affects all those caught up in this power struggle. This dark storyline not only focuses on the clash between the three power players but also extends to larger consequences. The Corinthos family, already bearing heavy losses, will face a new danger threatening their stability. Other characters, from Selena to smaller criminal factions, will also have to choose sides or be swept into this never-ending war. Sidwell's plan, although carefully constructed, also faces the risk of backfiring. As Sonny and Cyrus strike back, Sidwell's secrets may be exposed, putting him in a more dangerous situation than ever. Will Sidwell achieve his ambition and become the sole ruler, or will his plan push Port Charles into an unpredictable future where everything could collapse? This story not only lays the foundation for a dramatic period but also opens up a dark narrative filled with difficult choices, betrayal, and loyalty tested to the extreme. Fans can expect a series of intense developments where each character must fight to survive in an increasingly chaotic and dangerous underworld.